It is the final round of the Jonesboro Open, presented by Play It Against Sports and powered by Prodigy Disc. This is the 4th Disc Golf Pro Tour of the year. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're your two hot geese.
Honk.
We're watching Kristin Tattar absolutely shred it. Missy Gannon, Mertch, Hanson, no slouches themselves, but they have quite a, task, I guess, to try to reel Kristin in with a 7-stroke lead.
Yeah, tight battle for second. I don't want to call it, but Kristin is playing some good golf right now.
She just needs to maintain, and I bet she shreds.
I have full faith. Hole 1 is a slightly uphill 385-foot par 3. We, again, had a ripping headwind. No out of bounds you have to worry about here. Just keep it out of the bushes on the left and right and throw it as far as you can.
The 933 FPO lead card. First to tee, Kristin Tattar.
Wimbledon ready? I'm not sure if it rained right before they teed or it's about to, but there was like one brief squall that was right when they were on hole 1. The weather not quite as bad as yesterday, but honestly pretty close to being as bad.
Yeah, especially while this front was pushing through, the wind got very gusty and unpredictable.
Second, Missy Gannon.
Missy having a really strong showing this weekend, playing really solid. Oh, there's the wind.
Yeah, she's been playing really clean. Just not quite, I feel like maybe not as many birdies or not as flashy, and she'll lay up on some of the shots that the other women go for, but she's just really calmly stacking them up.
And here's that rain.
Oh yeah, that's
starting
right where you don't want to be, just because it leaves some trees in the upshot.
Cat Mertch.
Love seeing Kat on the lead card all weekend.
Yeah, from feature card to lead card both days, just playing super strong. That guy said get in the hole and broke the mics.
Rounding out the 9:33 a.m. tee time, Hanson.
The mics are struggling in the wind. Ella throwing her normal hyzer flip shot, but it doesn't quite turn over as much, even in that ripping headwind.
Yeah, no one quite parking it like we've seen in the previous 2 days.
At this point, it's kind of a panicked start.
Yeah.
This front was very intense.
It should calm down pretty quickly, though. So Missy left with kind of a patent pending hyzer shot, and she does a great job to get close. Ella giving it a layup.
It's crazy because this 385-foot hole played as the 6th most difficult hole on the day. So this headwind conditions, it's not a lot you can do on this type of hole.
Thank you.
Out of the 44 competitors, there was only one birdie. And I would venture to say that most bogeys were from putting more than once.
Or we saw, Missy off to the left. That's a really common mistake that can leave it a tough scramble. So Missy taking the bogey, everybody else taking pars. So Kristin has played, I think, 6 events in the U.S. this year, and she's never done worse than 3rd. She did win at the Memorial, which is an A tier, but I'm sure she is eager for that first Elite Series win of the year. Hole 2, you're shooting through this gap here and you're trying to finish pretty hard to the left, somewhere around that stake, or these ladies might be 100 feet past it, and then you want to pitch up the hill. The right side is better on the approach, otherwise you have some low-hanging branches on the left, very birdieable. And just gotta shout out gkprodisc.com/shop for some 2 Hot Geese merch. Madison's wearing a t-shirt that she cut into a tank top at this moment with our logo on it.
Check out Instagram later.
That was really early. I don't know
Which
if
is normally okay.
made it out of the gap very far. This is more what you want from Kat. Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can see Kristin's over there on the right.
That's actually fine.
bad,
She
yeah.
could pull off a really excellent second shot and still potentially birdie. That's early too. And does get out of the gap, but probably just a par.
Great looking shot from Missy. It's way down there, right
Kinda
by
on
the stake.
On the left as well, though, which is a little tougher on the approach. That looks like that Color Glow MD3.
It's crazy because this shot is, I think it requires 350 feet. And the fact that she pulls out a mid-range uphill is a little mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, she gets to circle 2 for a chance to save her birdie. And then Kristin's kind of forced to throw a hyzer approach, but she doesn't seem too upset about it.
She crests the hill, carries straight, and she'll be in circle 2 for a birdie look as well.
Missy with a similar look.
She gets some really good distance, and she'll be well inside circle 1.
Wow, Kat's so far up here.
That's just a little standstill. Throwing with the spike angle. Doesn't quite get the distance she wants. She'll be, looks like outside the circle. Ella, I was going to say cashing all kinds of circle 2 putts yesterday and the day before, and the trend continues.
What a way to start. Excited to see this again. Just kind of catches those right side chains just enough.
The GK replay follow through with the body lean right into the chains.
Love it.
I bet we see at least one more GK replay from Ella today. She's feeling those circle 2s. Kat do a little jump putt. Doesn't quite put enough on it.
Missy for birdie.
Oh, yeah.
Good
Nice.
recovery after the first hole. We're going to be good at this today, I can tell.
It's the end of a long weekend. Jonesboro is very hilly. We're doing our best. Just a couple of tired geese. Hole 3 is a slightly uphill 310-foot hole. It was a gusting left to right wind whenever we played the hole. It's basically just throw a big hyzer or a straight shot. The out of bounds on the left-hand side with the barbed wire fence can come into play if you get too much ground action or don't quite get your disc to turn as much as you want.
Looks like FD3, and she's trying to flip it up again, but it doesn't quite get all the way up to flat, though she leaves herself a nice circle 2 look. Let's see if we can get one of those replays back to back. Missy throwing a Zeus, I believe. Gets inside the circle.
It looks like the wind mellowed out a little bit after that front pass through. The flag is only waving limply.
Great line and pretty good ground action. Just needed a little more skip to get all the way there. I think this one is a Thunderbird. Oh, wow.
Ooh. Flash in the pin. She'll have a tailwind putt. That's perfect.
Man, Kat's distance just looks so effortless.
Ella giving it a bid. That step putt looks so solid. Kristin from inside the circle.
Cash. Yeah. It really doesn't seem like anyone's going to catch her. Playing too well all
Yeah,
weekend.
She's given herself a very nice cushion.
Solid putt from Missy to go back-to-back birdies as well.
So that was kind of a nice way to start the round. You get that one band of rain, and now everyone's just like psyched that it's not raining.
Yeah.
This round's going to be great. It's not raining. Great birdie from Kat. I think she got this all 3 days.
Yeah.
Looking at the leaderboard, we do see that tight battle for second place, and there's a few people on the chase card that are in the mix as well. Everyone pretty far under par in the top 10, and we see some people hovering around even at the beginning. Those first 4 holes are very birdieable. It's kind of surprising, but that rain did come through right in the right time.
It's true. Hole 4 is a par 4, 630 feet. You're shooting down the tunnel. There is a hyzer line, but most ladies are going to go right down the middle, try and left towards that stake. And then you are shooting up a hill as the out of bounds tightens on the left and right and wraps around the back. There are a couple of out of bounds kind of islandy areas of thorny trees that you have to watch out for as well. A little low and hyzered out of Missy's hand.
Nice tree bump back into the fairway, and that is the error you'll see very often. With that low-hanging tree branch, you keep your nose down, and sometimes it's a little too far down.
That is pipe. Bless you.
Wow, that was a smash.
Yeah, great shot. Nice and low and straight the whole time. And similar line to Missy, but it does get a little flatter and get some decent ground action.
Being on the left side is slightly better than being right. There is some low-hanging tree branches on the tree on the right side, just past the low branch.
It's also a little flatter.
Yeah, and it sets up for a nice big hyzer bomb.
Wow, that looked a little too early, but Ella's way up there as well. Nice straight shot.
Missy's probably sitting 450 feet from the pin right now.
Yeah.
OB on the left side. She's throwing a flex shot that she'll want to fight back, but it just seems like this card did not have to deal with wind on this hole. The flag is looking calm. It sounds calm.
It did calm down right after the rain and then picked back up later. So it's time to attack.
Cat wanting to lay
Oh,
down.
wow.
Woo!
Look at that power. The out of bounds,
no.
yeah.
It wraps so close inside the circle, and she is out of bounds. Man, that line is not forgiving.
Yeah, it just sucks too. That was a great shot. I think that was a Hawkeye.
Ella from about 300 feet, and she's having a similar problem, but she checks up just before. Kristin, I mean, she's so far down there. She's got to be only, 250 feet?
Yeah, a little
remaining.
bit more of like a routine approach versus a full drive. And
Leaves it a little short.
just a little, yeah. So Missy is outside circle 2, probably 80-ish.
When you're that far down there, it does bring that out of bounds into play a lot more. It's a little scary. And honestly, Kristin doesn't need to play aggressive right now.
Oh yeah, but she's still gonna go for it, right?
Is she? Yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
and she's gonna make it.
Unbelievable. Great birdie.
Why stop now?
Yep, she is feeling herself on the green, feeling so confident. Yeah, let's watch it again.
I'm into it.
Why not? I mean, she's no question out of the hand, right in the center.
Look at that framed up
My-
of her logo on the putter.
Is this an advertisement?
I think I need to buy a Kristin Tattar Pure.
I'm not sure why I think that, but Cat from out of bounds to save a 5.
Wouldn't that be a par save?
I mean, yeah, to say par.
So now it's a tap in 5. Really a bummer. It was a good second shot.
Oh no. It was Ella for her birdie. She'll have to settle for the par.
And a good par from Missy being a little short off the tee. But yeah, just Kristin with the birdie, extending that lead to 8 strokes.
And Missy in solo second right now on the card. Hole 5 is a very scary 345 feet. There's out of bounds all the way around the right-hand side. That out of bounds wraps across like a river in the middle just before the green begins. I think we'll see most of the ladies on the card go for it, but there's an option to lay up as well. We had a bit of a tailwind here, so it does make it a little more inviting to chase this green.
It is really cool watching the same exact lead card back-to-back days. We don't often get that luxury, so we know that Kristin's gone for it every day. And on this card yesterday, Missy was the only one to lay up. We'll see if she sticks to the game plan.
She does do an aggressive layup if she's doing the same as yesterday. Yep, and she really pushes the OB line deep and gives herself almost a jump putt for birdie from around circle 2. She'll be a little shorter today. It's a great looking shot from Ella.
Yeah, that's an FD3, and she gets that flip up.
Wow.
And actually goes too far.
It comes in with so much spin still, even after the full flight of the disc. Gets a massive skip.
Yeah, dangerous putt, though, with out of bounds right behind it. We'll see if she runs it. And Kat has been throwing this shot really well. Really well.
Ooh.
Look good. So bad.
Her lines are just running.
Yeah,
I mean,
but too far.
Yeah, but it's crazy to watch her ace run every hole.
Missy just laying up to 18 feet.
Ella wanting to do a soft bid here. That was not a soft bid. It was a great bid.
Soft for her. She just put so much spin on the disc. All that practice from her ultimate days.
Oh no.
Sit down, please. Checks up a foot and a half away. Kristin with the last chance for birdie. She inside.
Yeah, just barely. And that is the danger of this hole. They're well and safely across, but man, those comeback putts are challenging.
Right, you really have to challenge the OB short, shorter than you want to on the drive to park this hole.
This played as the 4th most difficult hole of the day. Only 3 birdies in the FPO field. Holland Hanley, Jennifer Allen, and Vanessa Van Dyken finding the 2.
Solid par putts from Missy and Kat there. Just some tap-ins for Ella and Kristin for par as well.
I think this is going to be the calmest conditions we've seen the island hole being played.
Oh, definitely. Probably still not easy, though. Yep, it is a true island. You do have to get across. If you don't, you take that drop zone right there on that left corner of the screen. It's a very tight island. Power forehand is the play if you have it, which Kristin we know does. Kat has been going backhand and landing on it. I'm trying to remember what the other ladies did yesterday. I think most of them were safe. This has been Kristin's play every day.
And it's the best play.
So perfect.
Yep, if you have it, this is it.
Yeah, that big tree on the right side kind of blocks the hyzer and forces more of a straight shot.
Look, there's no
on the backhand.
wind.
I know. Yeah, the
God,
water's
that's
like
crazy.
calm. Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, super great shot. Checking up right before that tree.
And when it's cool. When it's not windy, I love that line on the backhand where you kind of just go right at that tree and fade out right before, and then you hit the flag to slow you down. You know? That
But
play?
yeah,
You know
that's
that play?
yeah. I have that written in my book actually.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot from Missy. Oh, look at this flip up mid.
What?
No, wow.
Wow, I did not realize
That was like an illusion. I thought it was ace running, but it was too high.
just a little too high. It almost caught that back fence. Cat keeping it much lower. Does it have time? Oh man, inches too low.
Should have just drilled it right at it.
You can say that again.
Not the easiest layup here. It can turn into a double bogey pretty quickly. Ella gets across, but will have a pretty significant par save putt. Cat gets it a little closer, just outside the bullseye.
Kristin uphill from about 30 feet for her birdie. Just a wee bit short, but a tap and par is no big deal on this island hole.
Man, the water's beautiful right now.
No, it's like there's like a reflection. It's been white capping in the days prior. Small craft advisory.
Jeez.
Cat to save Bogue. No prob. And this plate is the most difficult hole on the day again.
It was windier for most of the cards prior.
There was 64% of the field with a bogey or worse.
Yeah, Ella with the unfortunate double there.
It was a really challenging right to left crosswind for most of the field. It was so hard to get your disc to lay down on the island or not get pushed down into the water.
What a great just tap in birdie for Missy there. Give herself a little bit of a cushion for that second place.
Hole 7 is uphill. It's a par 4. You want to either go left of this tree and set yourself up with more of a backhand to the green, or you could go right of this tree, maybe try to sneak something through that tree line just before the green, or if you have a power sidearm, that is the way to go. It's very well blocked here, and that low fence can keep you from skipping onto the green, so you want to keep it high as you come in on your second shot.
I think everyone went right side. Well, no, Kristin tried to go left yesterday. All the other ladies taking this big right side hyzer play. Solid shot from Missy.
Kristin opting for the right side as well. Yesterday and the day before, we saw her going left side. I wonder what the change in decision making was there.
If I remember correctly, yesterday it didn't work out quite as well, and she was a little behind the tree, so might as well go around it. And Kat's been a little too far right every day, but then it doesn't matter because she just throws a massive sidearm into birdie range. That is a nice looking shot.
Yeah, it's smoked.
Ton of power. Ella, 100 feet past everybody else?
Yeah.
It feels like it anyway.
And it's so effortless looking.
Is he choosing to go backhand and hyzer, but doesn't quite get it to turn?
There is an out of bounds over there that you have to worry about, just not the putt you're hoping for. Cat lining up the power sidearm like we've seen the past couple days. Stand still, uphill.
And she
I mean,
is so good at it.
she makes it look so easy.
So many other players would be tempted to just challenge the trees instead of getting a sidearm to curve into that big opening, but Kat makes it look like no problem.
Kristin with the sidearm, but from much closer and much straighter, and it's absolutely parked.
Ella,
I mean, she could almost jump
She
putt.
could putt it. Yeah, that's crazy.
Ugh. It's beautiful. The wind picking up a little bit here. Missy with a headwind. Giving it a good bid, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's known to do that. Cashed. Great putt from Ella for a birdie. Mm-hmm.
Kat with the same zigzag plan every day, working out, birdie all 3 rounds.
So Missy losing a stroke to the rest of her competitors. She's only ahead by 2. By ahead, I mean for second place, because Kristin is like 8 strokes ahead of everybody else.
She gone.
Hole 8 is a par 3, 324 feet. Power sidearm is ideal. You want to just throw something that does not go into the trees on the right. Common mistakes are pushing too straight and ending up kind of on the left side and then having to pitch up. Very dangerous green. Can cause a lot of rollaways if you hit any kind of metal or lighthouse. We haven't really seen any, so I feel like that's a jinx, and hopefully we still don't see any.
Why would you say that?
I'm panicking.
Kristin throwing the power sidearm like we've seen her do every day. And wow, she goes past the basket, uphill. That's got to be at least 350 feet.
Still pretty calm for these women. Like, it's not too bad right now. Sidearm from Kat. That's more of like the typical landing zone. It takes a ton of power to get up where Kristin did. Like, that's unreal.
Ella been dialing in her sidearm as well. That looks great. She gets so much power on the sidearm as well. And even it carries uphill a little bit inside the circle.
Love it. That was a PD2.
Missy will be throwing a backhand turnover.
Yeah, you really need to leave it out wide like this and get it to turn the whole flight. Again, that's like the common mistake. But that's better than turning into that wooded spot on the right.
And the trick is you want to put it up high so it has time to carry right, but then if you don't turn it enough, like it can go really far.
Yeah, it's a
with this
super
hill.
tricky backhand for sure. Missy just laying up for par. No problem. Oh, Kat laying up.
She's not messing with this lighthouse.
She goes, nah.
Wasn't feeling it.
That's the good golf decision.
Great putt from Ella. Looking so solid on the green.
Yeah, just erasing that hole 6 with back-to-back birdies.
Kristin coming back at the pin for her birdie. So many chains. Thankfully, it just sits down next to the basket.
Man, yeah, she's missed a couple of putts. She could be 12 strokes ahead if she
This is the
had made those.
Yeah, this is the 4th most difficult hole in the day. So it's
interesting.
this front 9 playing challenging today. Only 3 birdies. We saw one with Ella, Natalie Ryan, and Yuke Lorenzen getting the other 2.
Every day I feel like this front 9 goes so quickly. Here we are, hole 9.
Yeah. Zooming through, this tight gap is so fun to hit. It's a big downhill shot, but the fairway does slope uphill as you get further down. You want to avoid that tree on the right, but it's not bad to be under there. The branches are pretty forgiving. Way left is the worst case scenario. Your second shot, you want to just crest this hill, avoid this tree on the corner. Even pushing deep into this tree just to the right of the green is okay. It's workable. We could see an eagle on this hole 100%, and birdie is very in play, especially for these lead card ladies.
Yeah, we saw some eagle looks day 1. No one got quite as close yesterday. Ella going huge. clip some foliage, but she's still
So
way
far.
down there.
So far down there. Ooh, getting some wind bounces.
Yeah.
But no problem.
Similar line to Ella there. I believe that was a Grace, and they're in a very similar spot. I think
Cat
that is
looking for some,
Sorry, you go ahead.
Cat looking for something to flip a little bit more than that, but even being left, there's no big deal over there.
I think that was a shrike.
It flew like a shrike.
But yeah, I was surprised not to see a little more flip up. Missy going ESP Thrasher.
I'm not trying anything too crazy.
I mean, she's still, and I like that's the kind of typical good shot landing zone. Anything else is just a bonus.
Throwing a big hyzer shot, not messing around with that corner at all, and that's a great place to approach for a bird.
Yeah, it leaves really just a sidearm chip. If you get to the top of the hill, it's kind of tough to throw a backhand as your final shot.
This played as the easiest hole on the day, and as they're throwing their second shots, you can see why.
Ella's in circle 2.
Yeah. Just a little bit further than Missy.
Super tough to get a backhand all the way here unless you push deep and kind of sneak under this final tree. We might see it from Kristin here. Yep. Challenging those branches a little bit.
Wow, you called it. Getting a roll.
Stop, please. Huh. Yeah, that's a bummer. She did get inside the circle for a second and then rolled out. Good shot, though. Man, Cat is way up here.
I didn't realize that she was CTP. But she is furthest left, and so she's having to take to the sky to get the wrap that she wants.
Thank you.
And
Works great.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Only one inside the circle.
Little sidearm chip. Just needs to control the speed and land softly like that. I want to see the eagle so bad.
Me too.
No, Ella, don't be smart.
No one wants to watch you play your smart birdie game. Kristin for birdie is, oh, yep, same thing. This
For
is a fast
eagle.
green. Yeah. All right, Kat.
Come on.
She's running it.
Don't disappoint us.
Yes.
Awesome.
She was the only eagle on the day.
Probably on the weekend,
Yep,
huh?
I believe so.
Very cool.
Making it happen. Missy taking a no-nonsense birdie.
Yeah, everyone else just taking their lame birdies. Now, everyone played this hole really beautifully on our lead card here.
75% of the field finding circle 1 for birdie. Pretty cool stat.
So Kristin extending her 7-stroke lead to an 8-stroke lead. She is bogey free. Missy with a bogey to start and then cleaning up really nicely. And then Kat with that highlight eagle at the end. She's only 1 stroke behind Missy and Ella 1 stroke behind her. Very tight battle for second and podium finishes.
Let's look at the leaderboard and see what our chase guard's doing, because there's some action back there as well, and they were very close behind.
Yeah, a ton of people under par here. Katrina Allen 3 down, Holland Hanley 4, Paige pushing at a 6 down. Wow.
And they could be in contention for that top 4, but they're going to have to push a little bit harder. Hope you guys enjoyed the front 9. We still have 9 more holes left to go. Let's watch Kristin shred some more.
Another big thanks to our FPO Flying VIP members. It supports GK Pro and FPO coverage directly. I'm going to do a giveaway in tandem with GK Pro, so existing members and anybody that signs up today, just going to do a random drawing and give away a disc and a 2 Hot Geese pins. So if you haven't signed up, it's $10 a month at the base level. We'll do a giveaway.
Yeah, leave a comment when you sign up as well. Leave us a honk. We love that. See you guys on the back 9. I'm Madison Walker.
And I'm Erika Stinchcomb. Honk honk.
Honk.